Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, sports, and so much more. I am Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, Windhoek is currently without a mayor, deputy mayor and chairperson of the Management Council after council elections slated for yesterday afternoon came to a grinding halt amid infighting among the councillors. Several councillors asked for a 30-minute adjournment of the proceedings, and when this was turned down, they stormed out of the council chambers. SWAPO occupies 5 of the 15 council seats, while 10 are scattered among the opposition parties. The mayor of Rundu, Gabriel Kanyanga, has pledged to prioritize infrastructure development that meets the needs of the river town's growing population while preserving the natural beauty that makes Rundu unique. Kanyanga made these remarks during his acceptance speech after he was re-elected as the mayor of Rundu on Monday, marking his 5th term in office. Johanna Kakondo also retained her position as deputy mayor. Engelbert Muyenga, Regina Nekare, and Reginald Ndara were also confirmed as members of the management committee, with Muyenga continuing as the chairperson. This video is courtesy of Nikano Nangolo.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremony, for the opportunity pre-arranged for me to give a word of acceptance as a newly elected mayor of Rundu Town for the next 12 months ahead. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey as a community since 2020, the first time that I stood here as a mayor. I stand before you filled with gratitude and humility as I accept again the role of the mayor for the most populated town in Namibia. My fellow citizens, this position is not just an honor, it is a profound responsibility that I embrace wholeheartedly. First and foremost, I would like to give thanks to the Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, for he has been so good to all of us since we commenced this role as a team.
The Institute for Public Policy Research hosted its 4th Regional Anti-Corruption Conference at the Kavango River Lodge in Rundu earlier today. Graham Hopwood, Executive Director of IPPR, pointed out the organization's commitment to tackling corruption and driving governance in Namibia. We've been focusing on governance issues for over 15 years. This project, Integrity Namibia, stems from our long-standing dedication to addressing corruption risk and improving the implementation of governance policies, Hopwood said. Philippus Joseph gave in this report.
It's think tank, and we have a strong focus on governance issues, and we have had probably for the last 15 years. We've existed since 2001. This project, Integrity Namibia, comes out of that long-standing commitment to looking at how Namibia can tackle corruption better, can hopefully eliminate the risks of corruption and improve our governance policies and implementation of those policies in general. So this is actually the 4th regional conference that we've held on anti-corruption issues. We started off in Walvis Bay. Obviously, fishing and fish rot was a big issue at that particular conference. We then went to Gababis.
Getting to our next story, Swakopmund residents have flocked to the Swakopmund constituency office to register for the conditional basic income grant. Let's take a look. Yeah, as you can see, people are flocking to the office to register. Now that concludes our top stories. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our entertainment news.
Explore the beauty of Namibia with our car rentals. From wide open spaces to the plains of Namibia's national parks. Enjoy the freedom of the open road. Go anywhere you want, whenever you want. We've got you covered, even in the most remote locations. Visit our website and see what we have to offer.
Getting into our entertainment news, 19-year-old media student and model Georgia Garces is the first Namibian delegate to participate in Miss Charm, a global beauty pageant that aims to find exceptional female representatives from different countries to appreciate their beauty, cultures, and educational backgrounds. Georgia, a first-year radio production student at the College of the Arts in Windhoek, was also the second runner-up in this year's Miss Namibia pageant. Georgia departs for Vietnam on Sunday, the 8th of December, to join around 40 other beauty queens for the Miss Charm boot camp taking place from the 9th to the 22nd of December, when reigning Queen Luma Russo of Brazil will crown her successor. Miss Charm's aim and vision are to foster education and training that will create awareness for each participant's self-worth, encourage contestants to attain the goal of expanding traditional as well as modern culture, and find a deserving representative who can enhance tourism industries around the world. The judging criteria for the pageant involves beauty, physique, intellect, as well as the ability to captivate the audience with the appeal. Garces was chosen to represent Namibia by Walk by the Bobby Kanyosa Institute, the franchise holder of Miss Charm Namibia. The winner will go home with a cash prize of over $10,000, sponsored gifts, and travels around the world. Well, all the best to Georgia Garces. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our story of the day.
Santa has a festive surprise for you. Starting 2nd December, unwrap the magic of Christmas with our Advent calendar. Spot the Christmas globes in your favorite newspapers from Monday to Friday. Scan the QR code or WhatsApp hashtag Advent Calendar 24 to the Synergy chatbot. Find the Christmas globes on NTV. Or visit our Facebook pages for daily Advent doors from Monday to Saturday. Win daily prizes. Lucky winners will be contacted and Logistics Hub Namibia will deliver your prize. Merry Christmas from Santa and his proud prize sponsors.
Getting into our story of the day, Swakopmund returning officer Helene Nathaniel has officially announced the collated results for the Swakopmund constituency. Precious Ngitwanapo was there and gave in this report.
Okay. I, Helene Maganoke Manguruko Nathaniel, the returning officer of Swakopmund constituency in the Rongo region, having ascertained the result of the election for that constituency in accordance with the provisional of the Act, hereby made known that 240 ballot papers have been rejected, that 25,880 vote has been counted, and total number of votes. So, Ampanda, which is affirmative response, is 464. Congress for Democracy is 15, United Democratic Front of Namibia is 845, Independent Party for Change is 12,864, Swan of Namibia is 61, Ready for Democracy and Progress is 36, All People's Party is 34, United Namibian Party is 63, Republican Party of Namibia is 576, Namibia Economic Freedom Fighter is 69, Swapo Party of Namibia is 8,551, Action Democratic Movement is 28, Landed People's Movement is 1,333, Body of Christ Party is 46, and Popular Democratic Movement is 895. We are moving to National Assembly. I, again, Hilendi Magano Kemanguluko Nathanael, the returning officer of Swakopmund constituency in Erongo region, having ascertained the result of the election for that constituency in accordance with the provision of Act, hereby make known that 218 ballot paper has been rejected, that 25,656 vote has been counted. Therefore, ADM is 63, AR is 1,926, APP is 61, BC is 101, CDV is 43, COD is 26, IPC is 10,187, RPM is 1,601, NEFF is 397, NDP is 42, NEFC is 91, NPF is 9, NUDO is 217, PDM is 1,102, RDP is 40, Republic Party of Namibia is 803, SWANU is 123, SWAPO Party is 7,440, UDF is 1,251, UNP is 80, UPM is 53. Thank you very much.
According to Economic News, Batu opens its first international store in Namibia. We tackle this on the other side of the break.
ShopRite Namibia and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. This festive season, I've got a very special surprise just for you. My magical elves will be delivering gifts straight to your doorsteps. Grab your crayons or pencils and draw me a picture. Simply save the number on your phone and follow the on-screen prompts.
South African sneaker company Batu has opened its first international store at Windhoek's Maroa Mall in Namibia. This marks a groundbreaking milestone for Batu as we take the next step in our journey of growth and innovation by expanding beyond South African borders, the company said. Batu announced that its Namibian customers will now have access to a curated selection of its iconic sneakers, including favorites like the Kalanga, Ndafoya, and Journey 2.0, as well as its latest collections that celebrate African innovation and craftsmanship. The store is more than a physical space. It is a beacon of what is possible when African talent and determination come together, said Theo Baloyi, founder and CEO of the Batu Group. We are proud to bring Batu to Namibia, a country rich in culture and vibrancy. Our Maroa Mall store is a bold step forward in our vision of becoming an internationally recognized African brand, one that reignites hope and inspires pride. Batu is among the new tenants of the Maroa Mall development project, which has a budget of approximately $100 million and covers 1,800 square meters. Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 22.92, against the euro at 19.09, against the US dollar at 18.09, and $2.50 gets you one Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, all major commodities went up, with Brent crude oil trading at 0.97%, going for $72 and 94 cents per barrel. In international news, UNI finds 350,000 African artifacts in storage. We expand on this after the break.
Only free range. What's right for our laying hens is right for you. Only local, never imported. Only date-stamped eggshells so you know it's still fresh. The only eggs to choose.
Getting into our international news, an estimated 350,000 African artifacts and manuscripts, as well as human remains, photographs, and natural history specimens have been found in a university's collections. Dr. Eva Namusoke spent 15 months liaising with the University of Cambridge librarians, curators, and archivists, as well as delving into their stores to uncover the items. It is fairly common for large museums not to display most of their collections, but it was still surprising to see this scale and diversity from the entire African continent, and some there for decades and decades, she said. The project is the latest in recent work at the university to tackle questions about its museum's relationship with colonization and enslavement, and reveals the majority of artifacts were acquired during British colonization. Dr. Namusoke, the Fitzwilliam Museum's senior curator of African collections future, said the majority of the Africa-related artifacts are not on display, and she hopes they will now be more widely shared and researched. They were found in the stores and archives of the 8 museums and the Botanic Garden, which together make up the University of Cambridge Museums, as well as the University Library and less well-known collections in university departments and institutions. They range from Maasai tribe amulets donated by a colonial administrator, a small mammal collected in a Boer in 1899 to 1902 concentration camp, a collection of medieval Jewish manuscripts, and early photographs of African people. The majority of the artifacts were acquired during British colonization, some gifted, bought, commissioned, or excavated, while others were stolen, confiscated, or looted. The Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology has a gold necklace from Ghana, which is thought to have been looted from Asante Kofi Kurikire's palace during the Third Anglo-Asante War, while there are 116 objects linked to the British-led punitive campaign and looting of the Benin Kingdom in 1897 in present-day southern Nigeria. Dr. Namusoke said, "I was prepared to find material like this, as is the case in a lot of museums around the world." That concludes our international news. Up next is the weather. Getting into our weather predictions for tomorrow, the capital city can expect a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Hobabers can enjoy partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius. Katima Mulilo can also enjoy partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius. Hendy's Bay can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius, while Aranas can expect sunny weather conditions with a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. Rehoboth can also enjoy some sunny weather with a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius. We will now head over to the sports desk, proudly brought to you by Sports Rep.
Good evening and welcome to the Sunset News Sports section. I'm Jesse Jackson Kauraifa, your host for tonight. And now, first of all, we start that is the Minister of Sport, Youth and National Service, Agnes Shongarero, yesterday outlined ambitious plans for the renovation of the iconic Independence Stadium in Windhoek. The project aims to transform the facility into a world-class venue adhering to Confederation of African Football CAF Category 3 standards with a seating capacity of 30,000. The renovation of Independence Stadium represents a landmark initiative for the country's sports infrastructure. Now, there will be companies that will be responsible, obviously, for the renovation and construction. And one of that is the Mali Shisho Architecture Company, obviously one company that has been responsible for the construction of many buildings or the architecture of many buildings in the country. Now, let's hear from Mali Shisho himself in terms of the excitement. And from me, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa, it is good night.
Congratulations on being awarded as a company for this phase of the renovation of the Independence Stadium. Please give us your initial thoughts with being tasked with such an important responsibility for the nation.
Thank you very much. It's of course a big responsibility for anyone to be awarded such a project of such national significance, and also at such a venue which is actually almost hallowed ground for Namibians. So we are very grateful. We feel deeply honored for this task to have landed in our plate, and of course we are committing and we are committed to delivering to the highest quality and standards.
Okay, well, I have one question. I think you spoke about the stadium being built early in the 1970s, but looking at the task that's at hand, how much do you guys think you guys are up for the task?
We are absolutely, we are definitely up to the task. It's been built a while back. Obviously, at the time that it was built, technologies have not developed to the extent that they have. The standards also have not developed to the level that they have developed. But we are looking forward to delivering to those requirements. We are looking forward to delivering a standard that meets the CAF Category 3 requirements, and we are definitely up to the task.
Okay. And lastly, now this whole procurement process and so on was well documented, very extensive. What does it feel like to finally be on the other side of that process?
It's a huge relief. It's a huge relief for us. I'm sure it's a huge relief for everyone who was involved in the process. I'm sure that the client, the ministry and government feel just as relieved as we are that we can now see the back end of that. And also for the nation. We tend to forget that these facilities are actually there for the nation. They serve the interests and the needs of the whole entire Namibian nation. And now finally we can actually look forward to working positively towards its realization.
And what are some parting words you can give to the Namibian nation in regards to the Independence Stadium?
It's our stadium. We must hold hands, look forward to inaugurating a new stadium actually for our era, for these modern times. And all Namibians should actually look forward to the completion of this stadium and should support everyone who's involved towards the delivery of the stadium.
Thank you.
That was Jesse Jackson Karoisa with the sports news. And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Do make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook, on all the NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, oneup2.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every Monday to Thursday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. This has been Sunset News. Don't end your day without us.